Some people see a camper van, but to us it's a starship, our cardboard starship. Because as Einstein said, imagination can take us anywhere. And the other week it took us to Liverpool to help launch the Save Our Subjects campaign with 30 other organisations who care about creativity in our schools. We live streamed performances by children from the city schools on a cardboard oil rig that we'd built in front of one of the schools and outside the Anglican Cathedral. Why an oil rig? Well, we've made another film about that with a lad called Teo that's just been shortlisted for the Charity Film Awards, so look out for that. But for now, just see it as a beacon for the creativity revolution our children, our communities and our country need more than ever before. We've been calling it for years, but more and more people are now realising there's a creativity crisis brewing. As a former business secretary, Lord Heseltine has said, if you want an industrial strategy, start in primary schools. I'm Nick Corston. I'm just a dad, co-founder and wannabe CEO of STEAMco. 12 years ago, with a career in marketing, digital and innovation behind me, my life changed forever. Not only because I had a young family, but because I'd watched a TED Talk, read half a book and been to a festival. The TED Talk was the #1 TED Talk with over 350 million views by a Liverpudlian, Sir Ken Robinson, on how schools can kill creativity. I'm sure you've seen it. The book was by Professor Guy Claxton called What's the Point of School? And the festival was the family-friendly Camp Festival. Creativity has long been my lifeblood, my passion, my career, and I decided nobody was going to be teaching creativity out of my children. So I got together with some parents, teachers, business people and other creative carers in our school community, and we started running mini creativity festivals where the children got to choose from up to 20 creative thinking and doing activities, from making and firing paper rockets, from coding robots, cardboard crafting, rolling up newspapers for engineering projects, art and architecture. We had some fantastic TV coverage in the UK and newspaper coverage all over the world. 7 years ago, I ran an event at the Royal Institution in London to launch STEAMco as a non-profit community enterprise. To campaign for and to champion creativity, it really has been quite a journey. I was delighted when Sir Ken endorsed me for a TED Fellowship. I was recently chosen as one of the BBC's 100 Londoners for my work with creativity and community across the country, and was even shortlisted as a digital ambassador and for digital transformation in the Arts Council England Awards. But the big education challenge stopped me dead in my tracks to ask myself a few questions. How could I use the experiences and connections of the last few years? What lessons had I learned about what is needed? And when would be a better time to put all this into action than right now? Yes, now is the time, with more and more people realising how the curriculum has been narrowed and identifying the skills our kids will need not just to survive but to thrive in their futures. But teachers and schools can't and won't be doing it all. We need to be inspiring and helping kids learn out of school. And some kids aren't even in school anyway. Some are home educated and others have been excluded for various reasons. So my application is to put the team into STEAMco. I want to hire a person to work with me for the next few months and to build a bigger team by bringing communities and the country together for our children. We want to build and launch the Rocket Kids Club and get some Steamsters on the road. If successful in the first round of this prize, we want to build and run the Rocket Kids Club, a weekly live stream show from our Starship, literally in school communities and cultural centres, working with the community. We want to feature children, creatives and set creative activities, and then every week the children upload their work onto an online platform for peer review. We want this to be a safe and constructive place where children and creative carers can be inspired, create and share their creativity. If we go on to win the main prize, we'd be keen to build a physical presence for the Rocket Kids Club by putting 3 Steamsters and pop-up Creativity Day art trucks on the road around the UK. Costing around £50,000 each, which includes the Steamsters' wages for the first year. These trucks contain everything they'd need to run activities in creativity sessions, to connect them with their communities in schools and fetes and festivals. The Rocket Kids Club will provide the launch pad for the creativity revolution that our children, our communities and our country still so desperately need.
I thought it was inspiring, the way you motivate children, you motivate the parents and everyone. You're raising the aspirations of those children, you're giving them possibilities, you're making their dreams come true.
When I grow up, I want to be an engineer.
You achieve dreams, not just for some of our children today, grandparents, parents out there, they were inspired. The parent who took your book home is going to read that tonight. We can't thank you enough, Nick. It was really, that's what education's about.